Hey guys, Paul from Action Phoenix. It is new comic book day for the week of March 9th, and we're going to get started right now. This episode brought to you by Paul and Tim Do a Thing.
Yay!
We do a thing.
Yeah.
Now we do a thing and get paid for it.
Whoa!
I know, it's weird.
Hey guys, Tim from Capes and Scowls, Team Ash in the comic book store, and Paul and Tim Do a Thing. Gonna talk about trades. Because we love trades.
We do like trades.
Yeah, I enjoy them quite a bit. Sonic the Hedgehog, Volume 10. I like that this is still going very strong over at IDW. Green Arrow Stranded. This is a young adult. No, this is actually a kid's Green Arrow adventure. That's really cool. We have Fantastic Four, Volume 9. This book, man, still going strong with Dan Slott. We got Marvelverse, Moon Knight. This is a pretty cool, an interesting choice for Moon Knight stories, but I like them. It's got some old stuff and some new stuff. We got Teen Titans Academy, hardcover, Volume 1. A lot of people have been digging this. They love the intrigue of Red X. Kirby, Manga Mania, Volume 4. Who doesn't love Kirby? He eats everything. Carnage, Black, White, and Blood. I like these Black, White, and Blood books. The Elektra one is also very good. Ninjak, Volume 1. This is the newest Ninjak. Man, the art in this is pretty wild. You either love it or you hate it. Hellboy, Universe Essentials. This is for Lobster Johnson. One of the best superheroes in that universe. We've got Action Comics, Volume 1. Sure. New Volume 1, why not? Lady Baltimore, The Witch Queens. Very cool. A lot of trades this week. Jim Butcher's The Dresden Files. Hey, that guy looks like a Wookiee. We've got New Teen Titans, Volume 13. This is the old 80s Perez Wolfman. Oh, not Perez. This is after Perez. Still Wolfman. We got Glork Patrol Takes a Bath, as Glork Patrols have well known to do. Kachalka. Don't show your kids his other books. X-Men, The Trial of Magneto, collected in one big volume. The Unbelievable Unteens, some creepy Lemire stuff. Speaking of creepy, The Conjuring. Paul loved this.
Conjuring was really good, yeah.
Really good. Paul enjoyed that. And finally, Gru meets Tarzan. I don't know if this is new or not, but it's Gru meets Tarzan, so everybody loves it.
First up, we have Trial of the Amazons. Beautifully drawn book. The problem with this book is you really, really need to be paying attention to absolutely everything that has happened in Wonder Woman to kind of get it. This is going to be the first of a big 6-part, I think it's a 6-part.
That sounds right.
Overarching story dealing with Wonder Woman, Nubia, and Yara.
I think it goes through all the books, though.
Yes, it goes through all the books. A murder has happened.
Bum, bum, bum.
The lost tribes of Amazon are coming in. They feel that the Mascaria has kind of gotten weak. So a new crew is going to come and kind of take over. And that leads to this big contest of champions to kind of determine who is going to rule the Amazons and who is going to handle the protection of their realm. And then everything gets completely upended. And yeah, this is a very interesting book. It could be good. It could be, I mean, I don't know. Because, again, you really do need to have read a lot of Wonder Woman to kind of understand what's going on. They kind of piece together some of the stuff, but, like, it feels like you're very much missing a lot of chunks of what is happening. So, it's up to you. If you're a big Wonder Woman fan, then you probably read up on it. This is going to be right up your alley and something really fun to read. If you're not, it's kind of hard to make a flyer on it because you need to know so much going into it. But grab it if you want.
All right, first up for me is from AWA, and it's Hit Me. Which, is this about gambling or getting hit? The answer is both. This is not going to be for everybody, but Krista Faust had worked on Hard Case, Crime Files, those books. She did the Peepland book. So I had an idea of what I was getting into. Basically, we have a woman who is paid to be hit. And you pay her accordingly to what is happening. Which is a weird concept some people might not get into. And that's fine. It also has a weird thriller murder mystery kind of feel to it, and I thought it was pretty fun. But man, I know this isn't for everybody, so just kind of figure out if this is for you. Maybe flip through it, but it's a very interesting read, and I had fun. The art's great. Yeah, it's just not for everybody.
Next up, we have Buffy, the Last Vampire Slayer, issue number 4. This is the completion of the series. This has been a really fun book because this takes place years in the future where humans and witches and vampires have formed a truce, an uneasy truce that just doesn't go well, and Buffy's in the middle of it. And this is the culmination of that book, and it's a really interesting and fun way to end it. I like self-contained stories because you don't have to read them for like a year and a half. This is a really good book. It's only 4 issues, so and you also don't need to know a ton of Buffy lore to understand what's going on. But yeah, definitely check it out.
All right, next up for me, we got Devil's Reign, Moon Knight, issue number 1. This was very nearly my pick of the week, of course, because it's Moon Knight, but I enjoyed this very much. This ties into Devil's Reign, where in, I think, issue 1, he was caught by Fisk's men and sent to prison, and you find out how that came to be. This is a very violent issue. This is a very violent Moon Knight story. He ends up cellmates with 8-Ball, and which is one of the worst people to end up with. He's just so crappy. But he ends up getting into some underground fighting that is happening there between the guards and the prisoners, and they pull some weird characters out of here. I love that they bring back Man Mountain Marco, one of the best Spider-Man goon villains ever. The Enforcers show up. It's just pretty great, but it is super violent. So if you don't like your Moon Knight violent, how haven't you gotten this far? Check this out. I think this will tie in a little more to the actual Devil's Reign title going forward. I think there's a good chance of that. So if you're just loving all things Devil's Reign, I would definitely pick this up. And it will probably spill back into the Moon Knight book as well.
What is my pick of the week? It is Little Monsters issue number 1. This is really fun. This is a really fun book because at first the story kind of takes you one way and then it takes a severe 180. And part of that is the art style. The art style really hides a lot of what you're expecting to know in the story until very, very late, when it's almost too late and kind of jarring. And that is really, really great in a horror title because you don't want to know what's going on. So you're introduced your characters and the characters and their world, and then something very, very visceral happens, and it's like, oh, these are monsters. So yeah, it's such a great series. I want to see where this goes. It's basically a lot of children on their own, and how they cope. And I don't really want to spoil a lot of it because a lot of it is just crazy. But Little Monsters is awesome. You can probably gain some idea by the cover. But yeah, definitely one to check out. I want to see where this goes.
All right, time for my pick of the week. Paul, do you know what my pick of the week is? It's The Punisher, issue number 1. The Punisher's back, as he likes to do every now and again. I feel like we've had some non-starts with his book, and this one is a very new and interesting angle for him. Yes, there's a change to the Punisher skull. That's what everybody's all hyped up about. It's not that big a deal. Basically, I'm trying to think how to tell you what happens in this without being too spoilery. You find out very early on that he's affiliated with the Hand. Bunch of red ninjas. That's not very Punisher-y, but you find out the reasoning why. It's pretty graphic and pretty crazy. They do talk about his family's murder in a very dark way. It puts you in the whole thing, the whole scenario as it's happening. So even though we all know that story, it's nice to revisit it in a new way. The book's good. Punisher with a lot of swords, man. Sword Punisher. Who knew we needed this? Yeah, I think maybe I'll do issue 2 so I could talk about these spoilers because I don't want to give it away. This book was awesome. It was a lot of fun. And If you like The Punisher, I still think you'll like this. I think you'll understand where it's going, and you'll be into it. But yeah, check it out. All right, that is it. Thank you, everybody who made it this far, who keeps coming back every week. Paul also thanks you. Check him out on Twitch, Team Ashen. Watch him play a bunch of games. Watch him get really frustrated and just die over and over again. It's really fun. I enjoy it. Also, Paul and Tim do a thing. You can watch me just be mean to Paul, which a lot of people also enjoy. There's a weird theme here. But that's it. And we will see you next week.